Now let's look at situations with runners at second, with base hits to the outfield. Let's start again with a base hit to the left side of the field. You have a runner at second. Again, the theory is throw to the advanced base. So that way, you want to throw to your third baseman who is covering third base. Again, that's a short distance for your throws for left fielders. Your right fielder will back up first. Your center fielder will back up second. Your second base person will be at second. And your shortstop basically will be somewhere in between. Okay? Again, advance away from the baseline. And that's critical too, because if there's contact between your runner and that shortstop, what is that called? That's called obstruction, and that base runner gets that base. So it's important as middle infielders you get out of the way of the baseline in certain plays. Base hit to center field with a runner on second. Again, you're approaching. What's the situation? If your depth is narrow, do you concede that run? Maybe you do. You concede that advanced base. So what you do is you want to prevent the trail runner from going to second. Where do you throw the ball? Your first look always will be to that lead runner. Okay, what's going to happen there is on a center field situation, the shortstop may act as a cutoff for throws going to third from that base runner going from second to third. Your second baseman then may be the person at second base, and that's who you may throw to. Your first baseman will have first. Your right fielder will back up first base. Okay, and your third baseman, of course, will be at third. Your left fielder will come around behind third, as well as maybe your pitcher will, because again, that third base is critical, because you know what? You make an error there, that runner will get the base, and that's a score, because we know, again, that last 60 feet is most important. Balls hit to right field with a runner on second. Here's another situation. Again, ball hit behind the runner. Runners will think two bases, so they will take a real big turn coming around third. What's got to happen? Here it is. And these are situations that you as a coach, do or die, less than 2 outs. If it's 2 outs, how are you going to play it? Well, chances are you're going to try to throw the runner out at first base. But if it's less than 2 outs, maybe, and again, your strength of arm and velocity, hey, you'll maybe concede that runner going to third. You get the ball into second. So you prevent the trail runner going in from first to second, even though you've now set up a first and third situation. Your shortstop will cover second. Your third base will cover third. Your first baseman has first. Your second baseman is out there a little bit with the right fielder. So you can make adjustments, or you can play it this way. If you have a play at third, for sure off right field, then what you can do is you have your third baseman come off the bag and is a cutoff. You have your second base person at second, just in case. And if we don't get to play at third, the shortstop can cut it to prevent the runner from going from first to second. So even though we then didn't have a play, we took a chance to try to get the runner at third. We didn't get it, and yet we prevented the trail runner from going into what we call a scoring position. So now, maybe we don't have an out, so now what we have is a first and third situation instead of a second and third situation. You now have one runner in scoring position as opposed to two.